Hello, back again at me, Nicomadan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up or to configure a layout of your financial report according to your formats. And in this case I'm using the Ahmad Daniel format, which is, you can see it here, the laporan keuangan. Just gonna click on download on this one and just click download. Yeah, there you go. And this is the formats that I need to use as my default template of financial reporting or accounting reporting. There we go. And I already have that here, which is in this one or the last one. Yeah, there you go. This is the format that I have, and I need to make my Odoo reporting layout use this format. So right now I only have this one, the income and expense, and it has shown nothing or no details about it because I have a range of date that is not valid for this data, because my data is from 2017. This is due to the Ahmad Daniel database is reference to the year of 2017. I'm sorry. And if you want to download this financial report, you need to go to the accounting and the submenu of reporting, and you go to profit and loss, and here you'll see an options just to go all entries. But if you have some sort of needs to only show some specific range of data, you can do that. Like here I can do right from the 1st of month until the current date, or I'm just gonna leave it blank like this, delete them, and show on all entries that I have. Just gonna print that one, and it will show some of a report or the reporting line that I have right now. So this is the first or the bold one. The bold text is the parent data, which is, you can see it in here. You can see it in the accounting, the configurations, and did I click it? Oh my goodness, I did. There you go. Click on, where is it? Account reports, and you can do a grouping if you are kind of confused with this lined up. You can do groupings and use the parent report group. So you are grouped or categorized by its parent code or parent report. The first one, the parent profit and loss. The second one is balance sheet, liability, and undefined. So I'm just gonna go with profit and loss because this is our subset right now, and I want to change this lined up into my likings, which is you can see the reference here, and I'll put a link below for you to access that if you are Indonesian, or if you are just curious and try to learn Indonesian's template. And I want to make this lined up to have at least 6 lined up, and our 6 body report based on this template. So the first things we need to do is to change or to update these 2 lined up based on our reference, and add 4 other lined up to make it a complete template. So where were we? There you go. So this parent is representing this lined up, the first one, the penjualan, or the submenu of this parent category, and this one is the child of this penjualan, and the child in this case is the details of every single transactions or penjualan you have. Penjualan is an income if you want to know the translations, and yeah, I'm sorry I didn't say that earlier. The penjualan is income, and harga pokok is cost of revenue, and in this case I'm going to use this reference for you to understand this Indonesian template. So let's get into it. The first thing we need to do is to update this lined up and make sure it is correct with our template. The first one is penjualan, and I'm just gonna not touch that because I already edited it, for trial purpose. And if this thing is from, I do believe it's come from income, and I delete that and change it into penjualan because I need those naming for my template. And just put your sequence in here. It depends on you. Are you using a template or a sequence of 1 digit like 1, 2, 3 and 4, or you're using a 2 digits just like me, and 10, 20 and 30? It doesn't really matter. As long as the number is sequential, you can do it. And right now in this field of sign off reports, I'm using a reverse one because in my journal settings I'm using a reverse versions of this display setting, this display layout, which is means I can reverse the value of data it's shown when it was shown the negative data, and I can make it positive data by reverse the balance sign. It depends on you. You need to check it first and to make sure your settings is reverse or not, or you can use to reverse, or you can just trial and error. You make it reverse, and if it's shown your data is kind of weird and it's not supposed to be reversed, you just gonna revert it back to the reserve one. Sorry. And in the parent field, we are still using profit and loss because that's our subject right now. And the type 1 is the count type, touch, because if you are using a few and accounts and other things, the value of this report is going to change just like this. If you go to your few type, it only show a display item, and you can't edit or manipulate or update any kind of data inside it. So in this case, I'm just going to go account type because I need this kind of editing, and the automatic is default, just left it be. And in display details, this is the one of important one, because in this display children is something that allows you to show these data inside your reporting. If you are not using display children, you can just go like no details. It will show only the calculations of these data. So the first one, we need to make it children with hierarchy, which is the complete details. And in this case, for the learning purpose, I'm just going to delete this and add a line. So the line is related or reference to the charts of accounts of your database. So the first one is penjualan, which is I'm using is the income. So penjualan is income in Bahasa Indonesia. Just gonna select that, and you need to make sure everything is in correct order. Just click on save, and after that we are done with the first one, and we go to the second one, the second body, which is harga pokok penjualan, which is we already have that there. Just gonna make sure I already have the update name, the sequence, reverse, and other things like this. Profit and loss also parent, count type, automatic formatting, display children, because I need to display these data here, and the chart of account is cost of revenue. There we go. It's basically the same as the first one, just have a different kind of naming and setup. So we are going to the third installment, which is the third body of reports, which have the name of laba rugi kotor, or in English is gross net, I do believe, and we'll gross price, or yeah, I think it's gross price, sorry, or gross cost, like yeah, you know something like that. I'm not that good at accounting naming. Yeah, it's called like that, which is discussing the gross thing and gross cost or price. It is based on income and cost of revenue. So your income is decreased by your cost of revenue. So you need, because it doesn't shown here, it has not shown here before yet, just gonna click create on it to make a new one, to make a new body of report, and name your report according to your likings or your templates. Because it has a third installment, so the second is the third one, or 30, my case. I'm gonna click on reverse because all of my journals is shown a reverse balance sign, kind of weird. And the balance is still in profit and loss. The type is account type, and in this one, so in this body we don't show a lot of many like this data is decreased by this data. It's only shown the end of calculation result, end of the calculation. So don't need those details, you only need to show the end result of the calculations, which is the options. With the correct options is no detail, so it only shows the end result of your calculations. And then add the line there. The line is income and cost of revenue, so we have the income decreased by the of the cost of revenue. Just make sure everything is in correct order and go save. And we're gonna add another line here, another body report, it is called as beban administrasi dan umum or expenses. So this is the fourth installment. You can make it the fourth sequence. Let's go reverse for me. It's still in profit and loss balance, still account type. In this case we have a lot of details and we are not using any kind of calculation yet, so we go with display children with hierarchy and add the chart of account line, which is the expenses, and it's supposed to be right here. And then I'll click on save. For that we go to the fifth body, which called pendapatan lain-lain or incomes or other incomes. It has the fifth sequence, and it shows the first balance sheet, and the balance is still in profit and loss. Type is account type, and just left the financial report style. And in this case it's not a calculations report, body reports. It's only shown one data in my case, but it could show a lot of data if you are having other incomes. So it's not no detail option, it's still in display chart with hierarchy. So I'm just gonna add line, and I have the chart of account of other incomes. Where is it? I don't see it. There you go. And click on save. After that we are going to the last body report, which is laba rugi bersih, or the net one, the net profits. And this is the last one, the sixth sequence. Go reverse, profits and loss as apparent. The type is account type, and this one is the very end of your report. So definitely not gonna use this much of details, just gonna show the end result there, no detail options. And add the chart of account, which has the most chart of accounts in the settings, which is 4 of them. The first one, the income you have, and the other income, and increased by some expenses you have, like cost of revenue and other expenses. And here is on the expenses. There you go. Make sure everything is in correct order. I'm gonna click on save. After you add all of those body reports, you want to make sure your reporting layout is correct, right? So you need to go to your accounting and go to the reporting, go to the profit and loss menu. Just gonna click on entries, and like this I said, if you have some sort of a certain range of date, you can click on here, but in my case I don't really need it. It's gonna print that with all of entries printed, and it will shown here. There we go, the difference between the first one, like here, and my new setup, new template. So this is the calculations, and also the calculations, it only shows the calculation only, not the details of previous data and the compression data, something like that, and this one is shown the child data, which is a lot of details on them. There you go. So like I said, it's some sort of the reverse menu. I've said menu before. The penjualan, which is an income, is supposed to be positive, right? So in this case it is positive, but if I'm not using my reserve my reverse options, it's shown a negative value here. So it depends on your settings. You need to check it first, or you're just gonna click on trials and errors and see what your reports do, which is it a reverse value or not, and you just, I mean, if it is reverse, you just click on reverse on the options for this child data and so on. And right now the profit and loss parent is done, and we are going to move to the next one, which is the balance sheet and other stuff. I'm just gonna pause this video here, so I need to drink something. My voice is really dry, my mouth is really dry, so I'll see you in a few seconds. Did I really? Am I recording? Yep, I am. Yeah. Where are we? Yeah, the last process is an update of profit and loss template, and right now we are going to the second parent, which is balance sheet. So I have the required template we had, which is the Naracha from Ahmad Daniel, and you can download it from dilaporankeuangan.xlsx here if you need it and if you want to. So this is basically the same process. You're just gonna add the body of report based on its sequence, and then you want to make sure the the parent and child relations, which is the first one is activa, which is the first parent, and then there will be another parent, which is followed by one code here. This is the first or the second parent, and there will be another second level parent, which is 1 by 2, and if there is so it has the first parent, which is activa, and has the second level parent, which is activa, lancar, and the other things, which is code name is 1 by 1 and 1 by 2, and there will be the third one, which is act as a child. So it has like 3, which is the first parent, which is code name is 1 only, and then will be the second parent, which is parent with code is 1 by 1, and then will be another one like 1 by 2 there, and there will be a child there, which is consist of other data like 1.11, 1.112, 1.112, and 1. Blah blah blah, and so on and so on and so on. So it's basically the structure of parent and child listing. So you can see the reporting a lot more nice and a lot more structure. So it's gonna take a lot of time sometimes, because it's only a repeating process, and so I'm just gonna show you the first body or something like a lot more smaller. Like let's go with the first one for learning purpose, and make sure this childings parent and child relations is correct. So we'll go with the first one. The first one is assets. You just gonna click on that and edit, and in my case assets is activa here, and the sequence is still the first one, and yeah, the first one or the 10 in this case. So activa is using a preserved one, because it doesn't really have a minus or positive value when it is shown. It's kind of weird, you have a minus activa, right? So the parent is still in balance sheet, because balance sheet is the base parent of this data, And the count type, I'm just gonna make it few because it's only a parent and it doesn't show any kind of details data. And gonna click on save, and then I'm just gonna delete this one or edit this one. So this is the first parent, right? The first level, the one and only, and there will be two here, which is you can use it or create it by the first parent first. The phase one, or the first phase, is creating all parent, a level 1 parent, and then you can go to the phase 2, which is a level 2 parent and level 2 parent. It depends on your process, but in this case I'm just gonna go with one body only, and I'm just gonna focus on the first sequence and their parent child relations. So the first one is level 1 is only actified in here, it doesn't have 2 in this sequence obviously, and the second level of parent is this one, 1.1 and 1.2. There we go. So the level 1 is still in sequence. The name is active child there, and active child is shown some sort of reverse balance because it shows a value. No, never mind, it's a pressure one. Sorry, kinda confused there. And the parent is not a balance sheet anymore because this is reference to the previous parent, which is activa. So the parent is the activa. There we go. This is due to this is the parent, and activa act as a parent in here, and balance sheet, like let's say balance sheet is the mother of parent in here in this body report, and the child is activa, and it has another child activa child, and it has another child cast dan setara cast. So parent, child, 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 but in here parent, child, child, and parent, child, and its parent. It depends on the perspective of data you are using it. So balance sheet is act as a parent in activa, but in activa child, activa is a parent, and so on and so on and so on. So back to the things there, and just gonna go on view only, save, and we go to the, where is it? Did I do something wrong? There you go, activa. And in activa child, it has another child which is called cast dan setara, and another thing like 1.1 and 1.2, where's 1.2? Piutang, and 1.3 persediaan, and that's it. 1.3, 1.4, we don't have 1.4, kind of weird. And there you go, that's the child of the active child. So we're gonna create one, and it's gonna be called cast dan setara. Still in this first sequence, this cast dan setara cast, it has negative and positive values, so we're gonna go with the first one. The parent of cast dan setara is active child, so make it active child as parent. There you go. Type is something like a count type because we need a lot of data from here. Never mind, it's a few one. And there you go. And after you set those things up, you're gonna go with the last one, which is the not the last one, first, second from the last one, which is the, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth child here, which is referring to the cast dan setara cast. I'm gonna create one. Make this one is cast only, like that. Sequence is 10. This one is going to serve because it's not that negative and positive value. Number one is the first one. It's making me confused a little bit. And the parent is the cast and setara cast. There we go. Type is still few because it doesn't really show any kind of real details there. Gonna click on that, and we are going to the last child, which is never mind. I do think cast is need to be detailed. I'm sorry guys. There you go. Cast is need to be account type. There you go. And I'm gonna add the code, which is this code here. Nope, never mind. Let's click on that. There you go. Search it. Nope. What? Count type 1 point. Alright. 1. Okay. That's weird. Hierarchy. Well, I think I need to do a little bit of research. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back, and unfortunately I made a mistake there. It's not supposed to be count type, it's supposed to be accounts only, and it shows with its hierarchy and a date and a line. There you go. The code for cast is 1.1, so we're gonna make it like top point though, like 1/1 1-1. Just gonna make 1-1 only, or 1-1. Cast is 1-1 1. Alright, 1-1. There you go. Make it there, select and save. And for the other one, like other things, you're just gonna follow the step because it's a repeating process, and it's kinda such a waste of time if I'm using and do this all of things just for the presentations of how to use these kind of things. So right now we are going to see the reporting template with balance sheets and make sure everything is in the correct order. Gonna print that and gonna download this PDF to see the reports. And there we go. This is the parent, and the child. So Actify is parent of Actify child, and Actify child is a parent of cast dan Stara cast. So it's already aligned with our template here. The basic concept of these things is the relations of parent and child thing that you need to fulfill. I'm sorry, I did mistake. Okay, it's kind of weird. There you go. It is similar, and the data is still there. There you go. So that's how you are using the functions of these financial reports modifications. You just need to understand which one is the parent and which one is the child, and which one is the data that you need to use as account type or account only, and those kind of things, and etc. And in this video I'm going to proceed to the last phase, which is the third phase of this video, and I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, this is the last phase of this video. Am I recording? Yep, I am. And in this video I'm going to show you a guidance how to create a bank statement from Odoo. So the first thing you need to do is go to your accounting module and overview submenu, and after you go there, you just click on this bank, on these things. It doesn't really matter, it's based on the bank statements, and you're gonna click create one. The difference depends on your preference or your company's regulations. So let's say it's bank statement number 0001, and the bank is still in IDR because I'm Indonesia, and the date is, let's say it's like right now, and the counting date is just 7. Starting balance for my company probably like a 50 million, and we're gonna put transactions in these bank statements. The first one is probably let's say okay, it's supposed to be not supposed to be this one. Let's say, yeah, doesn't really matter. Let's click on there. The date that it depends. No, let's say label. The first one is like initial deposit, and the partner is not used because it's an initial deposit. It's a bank and your company. And then I'll go with the amount. Let's say the amount is put another word 25 million. And then the second line is on the second day. I'm using my initial purchase of let's say furniture, and this one I am using a partner of vertically, and I'm wasting such as like 12, not 12, let's say 10, because this one is an expense. You put a negative value on the font of the numbers there. And the last one, let's say I'm selling my product, let's say I'm using manufacturing, it's myself, it's my company self, and it's cost us like around 6 million. It's also an expense. There we go. And we got last one is the profits. At the first 6 months, I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that. Let's say a profit there, and it's off. The profit is around 15. There we go. And after that we got this balance. So this is our last balance or ending balance in this kind of case. So we'll put there, and we're gonna go click on save. You can do a lot more details on this one. It depends on your needs. Right now I'm just gonna go with this one and just go reconcile. And for this thing I need to click on, there you go. Click on the first one is the initial deposit, which has no partner whatsoever. So I'm gonna click this one. I'm trying to deposit with BCA or BCA in this case. And do I have to do that? No, I don't have to do that. The initial deposit is the, what is it? Why is it a something? Okay then. It's supposed to be a bank. Do we have a bank here? Let's go with this here. Account initial deposit. I don't remember what is our chart of account. Oh yeah, it's using Indonesian. It's supposed to be like this. Yeah, model data, which is the initial deposits. And I'm gonna go on reconcile. Mandatory field. Select a partner. Oh, we need to do that all at once, I think. Okay, we need to do it one by one. Manufacturing, we don't use a suppliers or vendors, so manufacturing could be like an expense or something called, I kind of forgot it, cost of revenue. Okay, I need to do something like let's see, expense, we have expenses here. Indonesia. region. Oh yeah, do I have it here? It's called penjualan. Yeah, penjualan barang, harga pokok. Let's say harga pokok. Okay, it's penjualan only. Yeah, whatever. Kan penjualan. And this one is using a suppliers. This is the initial purchase of furniture. It's also wait a minute, it's not penjualan, sorry, this is not penjualan. Oh, it's it was supposed to be expenses harga. It's not shown here. Pembelian. Yeah, let's say that. And then go here, count initial purchase, which is also pembelian. And then there's the last one, which is profit, is income. Or penjualan, let's say penjualan in Indonesia, penjualan, yeah, there we go. And you're gonna click on reconcile. Delete account, delete model records being deleted. Okay, I should do something about it. But what? Where is my? I already. Okay, this one is kind of tricky, isn't it? Wait. I should save all my. Alright, let's get deposit is modal and click reconcile. There's something's weird on it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna end this video here. I truly am sorry because this error, and I'll see some sort of solutions out there in Google. And basically, after you are done with this kind of thing, you're just gonna click reconcile, and everything is reconciling, and you are done. And you just can click download your bank statement and show it to the customer if you needed to. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.